Of course, you all heard about bisphenol A. This is the hard plastic water bottles. Now, these are considered safe by the FDA at low levels. Now, I can find nothing about what a low level is, and the important thing is that they are estrogen disruptors, and even the EPA says that there are possible health effects. The low levels are okay, but it's just that we have a lot of low levels. So hopefully today we can learn some ways to decrease those low levels. But I guess I could give a water bottle away right now, right? Okay, the next thing I want to talk about are phthalates. This word. If you're interested in learning more, look at PHTH LATES. These are the plasticizers that are in many things in our world. The plasticizers are the things that make plastic soft. So that's like in your shower curtain. It's what makes your lotions go on smoothly. It's in wallpaper, shampoos, soaps. It's typically on the label as a fragrance. And it's what makes blush stay pink longer. It's what makes fingernail polish stay on longer. It's everywhere. It's been in baby bottles, rubber duckies, just pervasive through our environment. PHTH LATES. Yeah. And it is considered a probable, this is a quote, probable human carcinogen by the EPA. Just recently, it's been taken out of baby bottles and teethers, but that's all so far. I watched a documentary with Dr. Howard Snyder. He's a pediatric urologist at the Children's Hospital in Philadelphia, and he's been in practice about 35 years, and he's seen a total transformation in an alarming, he says, alarming increase in deformed sex organs of baby boys. And there's something called hypospadias, and it's a urinary problem that little boys are born with, and it used to be 1 in 300. Well, now it's 1 in 100, just during his practice. He's also seeing twice the number of undescended testicles, and of course, men have low testosterone more than ever, low sperm counts, and whenever they measure phthalates, they see, low T, high phthalates, or it's totally, they measure it in breast milk, they measure it in the urine of the mothers who have these babies born with hypospadias, and their levels of phthalates are consistently higher. Many of the studies show, and this is a quote, that phthalates may be causing a slow demasculinization of men. That's a serious problem. So I think it's something that is important to address and to minimize. I mean, as I said, our bodies are wonderfully made, and our bodies have the ability to detoxify. We just can't overburden them with what they need to detoxify. Things you can do, like a lot of the plastics you use at home, a lot of the plasticware, try to store more things in glass, never put anything in the microwave, and just kind of learn about phthalates. It's the new car smell, and who doesn't like that? And there's so many things that are heavily laden with phthalates that we really like. Now, they've been banned in Europe for like 13 years in all kinds of baby toys and all that. So there's a lot of research around these plasticizers. The next thing I want to talk about is aspartame. And if I can just say, aspartame's a neurotoxin, throw it away, get it out of your house, never eat anything with aspartame. It's made of 3 chemicals. The first chemical, aspartic acid, it's a neurotransmitter, a normal neurotransmitter in your body. It's just that it's too much. It's like, and in it, what it normally does, it helps the calcium get into your cells. But with aspartame, it's excitatory, it's an excitotoxin. So like for kids, it's a lot of what's causing a lot of hyperactivity problems. It's in a ton of things. It's in a ton of sugar-free things, and which sounds good as a parent. Then another chemical in it is phenylalanine. Well, phenylalanine is a really, really important, it's also a neurotransmitter, but an amino acid. And amino acid at high levels, what it causes is it decreases serotonin. Well, serotonin is what's in our brain that makes us, not be depressed. So anybody that you know that's on any kind of antidepressant, tell them to get off of aspartame. They're going to feel better probably in about 3 days. The other thing it has in it is methanol. And methanol becomes formaldehyde above 86 degrees. So if you're out at the lake and you're drinking a Coke and it's hot, then that's just not a good thing to be drinking a Diet Coke. You're better off to just have real sugar. When you want some sugar, eat the real thing. So, 86. Yeah. Oh, we've made every mistake at our house, so it's just how it is. It's just interesting to learn. So now you know what mad cows are. This is really what they are. Then the next guy, you've heard it. There's been a lot in the news about the Ukraine, and this guy is named Viktor Yushchenko. And we had a person Tuesday at the lecture who actually lived in the Ukraine during this time when he broke out with this chloracne. Now this is chloracne like soldiers came back with in Agent Orange, and it's caused by dioxin. And dioxin is a group of environmental chemicals that are kind of the byproducts. Dioxin's not created for dioxin, but it's a byproduct of mostly paper manufacturing. Like we like white toilet paper, we like white paper towels, we like our white paper to make copies on. Well, dioxin is a byproduct of that chlorination process. And we know it's found throughout the world, and it's found in everybody. Of course, we all have background exposure in dioxin. The biggest thing is as I've mentioned, is the body burden. And so poor Victor had somebody poison him, probably his good friend, that it was 1 drop of dioxin, they proved, 1 drop. And he had acute pancreatitis and a real bad viral infection, and he's had to be detoxed. He looks a little better now, but not much. This happened in 2004, and he's about a 60-year-old guy. So we've been talking about bioaccumulation. It's just little bits, and these persistent organic pollutants, as I said, they build up. So they're stored, like the little fish has a little bit, and on and on and on. And this is just, I think, a great picture of what happens to us. It just bioaccumulates, and even if you take it from the standpoint of everything we're talking about, this is relevant. But also, I want to just another takeaway is to avoid the big fish. Avoid eating the big fish. When you eat fish, eat the little salmon, eat the small fish. Avoid the big tuna. Avoid the big king mackerel. Avoid the sea bass, which I really hated to hear that because that's just so delicious. And avoid the swordfish. Look for small fish because know where your food's coming from, because it makes a huge difference. It's going to bioaccumulate in your body also. So here we are at body burden. The point's not to have a totally empty cart. None of us can have a totally empty cart. It's just to have a lower level of exposure, because we all have. I'm not going to give up mascara. No way. There's plenty of things that just are not going to change. But changing a few things can get us back on our feet, get us back in balance. So choose your poison. Know what you're doing. Think about what matters. You may still want to eat the shrimp from China. That's okay. Just know that's increasing your body burden. So the goal, I think the goal in health is to make my body and my brain come out about even. That's what everybody wants.